Today, I want to show you a way to make your curries richer, sweeter, creamier, without adding sugar, cream, or starch. All you need is one of these. Butternut squash, pumpkin, sweet potato. All of them high in starch content, nature's starch slurry. All of them high in pectin and fibre. In terms of texture, similar to what shallots bring to curry pastes. They bring some subtle sweetness. This guy even has sweet in its name. And they bring a wonderful golden hue. So if you're making a yellow curry, this is perfect. How do we use them? Cut into smaller chunks today for faster cooking. We're using butternut squash today. But whichever you choose to use, this is almost 90% water to not dilute the natural sweetness and later the flavors of our curry. We cook this without water. You can add a drop to help it get started. However, if the golden hue is what you're after, we need fat because the signature color is fat soluble. Even a drop of neutral oil would do. If you want a neutral color, use taro. If you want to go the extra mile and you like coconut, we add a small dash of full-fat coconut milk. About 10%, but no more than 15 of the weight of your ingredient. Lid on, medium heat to start generate steam. Once the lid is too hot to touch, low heat, about half an hour. Now, check for texture. You want to get to a point where you can easily run your fork through them. Perfect. If not, cook them for longer. And you can see how much moisture, natural moisture, they have released. Now, how do we use this? Here, we have a Thai-style yellow curry, cooked with just a bit of fat and water. Thin texture, and now we incorporate our golden thickener, just doing it bit by bit. Decent amount into a bowl, and we start incorporating our curry, especially the fat on top. First, we mash with our fork. Of course, you can use a food processor if you want a really smooth texture. Once you're happy, they go in, bit by bit. And we cook them separately to maintain the bright and vibrant flavors, especially if you're using a paste. If you're using powder, it's still beneficial to do this separately to have more control over the sweetness. Let the fibers help us disperse this beautiful layer of fat. Now, look at how not just the texture changed, but the layer of fat is now beautifully distributed, almost like a laksa of some sort. Perfect. The whole point we're trying to demonstrate is how to use the texture and flavor of one ingredient to enrich another. You can apply this to many different recipes. This is curry thickener.